what's up everybody? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. Alright you guys, so it's a slow week in the gossip world, but we gonna get to whatever we can today. Alright, first story up is Snoop Dogg versus Iggy Azalea. So I talked about it a little bit in my BET Awards video. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check that one out. I never do shout outs on my old videos. Kind of strange, huh? But anyway, for whatever reason, Snoop had decided to post a meme. Is that how you say it? Meme? A meme of you know, Iggy of an albino, and saying that it was Iggy Azalea without makeup. It was an albino. They had their hair cornrowed, and not the most flattering picture. And everybody got a good little chuckle out of it, except for Iggy Azalea. And she, instead of ignoring these things, because really that's the best course of action, to just ignore it, but instead she felt some kind of way. And I think she probably did is because, you know, she's attacked quite a bit, okay, for whatever reason. Some people think she's fake. Some people think, you know, that she's white and trying to take over the culture. You know, you got your Nicki Minaj fans that don't like her. You got your Lil Kim fans. You know, it's a lot that goes on in the female rap world. We've talked about it quite a bit here. So she actually has to deal with quite a bit. And I, for the most part, feel like she takes it all in stride. But when she was made fun of by Snoop Dogg, who really she doesn't have any beef with, there's no reason for him to really kind of lash out at her like that. You know, you take it from your fans and you take it from your adversaries or whatever, but you don't expect to take it from someone who you always thought had mutual respect for you and is like a peer. So she was just like, he's always nice to me when I see him. You know, I don't understand why he's, you know, doing this now. Like I said, she should have just ignored it. But of course that blew it up. Fan the flames. I'm not sure Snoop Dogg, you know, he's a jokester to me. Okay, he reminds me of quite a few people that I know that just, you know, will keep it taking a joke further and further and further and further. And I don't even know if I feel like he meant anything that he was saying. I think he just was getting a good laugh out of it, you know, getting high with his homeboys at the house, and, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna put this up next, you know, just to see what he could do, and not really thinking about the fact that, you know, maybe you might be hurting this poor child's feelings for no real reason. Okay, so they were going back and forth. Then her boyfriend, Nick Young, who's, you know, plays for the Lakers, he kind of jumped in on it. It was getting out of hand, and it was getting to the point where it was just, now it was just looking like Snoop was picking on a woman. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but yesterday Snoop posted a video on Instagram saying that, you know, he's looking all sheepish and like he's sorry, like, and saying how he just spoke to the king of Atlanta, you know, T.I., and I'm assuming that T.I. was just like, come on, man, like, really, we don't need this. Okay, I know you probably just playing, but I got this woman, she's in her feelings, you know, it ain't a good look. Can you just stop it? I feel like Snoop decided to just kind of pull the plug on it, you know, out of mutual respect for T.I. I don't think he feels either any kind of way about Iggy, one way or the other. I don't feel like he don't like her. I just feel like he was just like, I'm gonna take this shit as far as I can, you know. And you know, he was just kind of laughing to himself and to us in that apology, not probably the most sincere, but just realizing like, yeah, I guess I was tripping a little bit, but that shit was funny, wasn't it? That's what he wanted to say. You know, I did get a kind of giggle out of it. He kept on saying, you bitch, you. But, you know, it was enough. It was enough, and it went far enough. And you guys know how social media is. Social media, okay? Shit gets blown out of proportion. Mostly because followers, fans, stans, whatever you want to call it, they take the shit way further than it needs to go. So the beef is done as of now. You know, Snoop has apologized. Iggy says she has accepted his apology, and we moving on from that beef. It was a stupid beef anyway, although I did get a couple of laughs off of it. You know it's a fucking slow week when I talk about Beyonce's bangs on the second story. Let's talk about Beyonce's bangs, shall we? Now listen, nobody says that Beyonce has to step out of the house any other way than how she wants to step out, okay? She's over in London, okay? She's not on any kind of tour, or I don't think that she's doing anything but living her life. And she want to have a fucked up hair day? Okay, then let's let her have it. Now, first of all, ladies, because I'm talking to the ladies right now, me, and y'all just listen on. We've all been victim of a real bad haircut. Okay, and when I look at Beyonce's bangs, this is what it's giving me. And this is, I'm gonna tell you how it happened. Okay, she sat down that morning, she put her wig on. She felt like her bangs was just a smidgen uneven. She scooted up real close to the mirror in her vanity, and she just snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped. And when she did that, they was a little bit more uneven. So she kept on looking at it, and she was like, a little bit more, and she snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped. Okay, now this side was a little bit higher than the other side. So then she got her scissors and she snipped and snipped and snipped and snipped. Look, we done all been there, okay? You looked at your hair, didn't like it, couldn't get in touch with your hairdresser, and they wouldn't take you when you wanted. You was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself, okay? And then you fuck up your whole head. And next thing you know, your goddamn bangs is all the way up here. Nothing is worse than an old fucked up bang, okay? Your Chinese bangs definitely don't need to be nowhere further than right here. You have to remember that when you cut your bangs, that you're probably going to bump them. Okay, so all of that needs to be taken in consideration when you cut your bangs. And when you get to cutting them bitches up here, and it seemed like it's a good idea at the time, but after you cut it and you realize that them motherfuckers are sitting up here, and then you gonna bump them, yeah, they gonna be sitting about right here. You just gonna look stupid. I'm telling you, that's what happened with Beyonce. She could not take them bangs no more, and she tried to cut them herself. The motherfuckers is blunt. They is just uneven. They are way up high. I mean, it is a fucking ruined wig. I don't really know. And then when you look at it real closely, it's like her hair is shaved on the sides. I was just like, now we ain't witnessing a goddamn nervous breakdown of Beyonce. You know, she just out smiling. Just as proud, them old fucked up things. Girl, if you don't get your motherfucking ass off them streets of London and go do something about that head, I know something. I'm gonna let you guys give me 3 reasons why Beyonce is walking around with her hair like that. Okay, maybe she got too close to the fire trying to light the pilot. Did I ever tell y'all the story about my dad trying to light the pilot? Let me tell you real fast. So my dad had remodeled the kitchen. And they have like a stove top. They're gonna be so mad if you ever find out I told y'all this story, but they have like a stove that sits on top of the cabinets. And so he was trying to install that on the top of the stoves, on the top of the cabinets. He had to get up underneath the cabinet to light the gas pilot and run all the, whatever he had to run to get all of it connected under there. My mom was like, I don't know, maybe you should let somebody else do it. But my dad has always been a handyman. My dad is a construction worker. My dad is, he's added on the houses. He's like, I can do it. Okay, Ruby, don't worry about it. I got this. Okay, my mom said, she was sitting out in the kitchen, just sitting in the chair, and my dad was up underneath the cabinet trying to get everything together. And my mom said all of a sudden it was like whoosh. She said all these flames came flying out from underneath the damn cabinet. And my dad, okay, wait, let me get it together. She said my dad had came up from underneath the damn cabinet. She said he was smoking. And he had to burn all the damn, singed all the fucking hair out of his eyebrows, his mustache and shit. She said everything was smoking. She said he was mad. I was cracking up when she was telling me. She said, Roxanne, you should have seen your dad. He was so mad. She said, I wanted to say I told you so, but I couldn't even say nothing. He's sitting there smoking, looking at me crazy. So anyway. Maybe that's what happened. She was trying to light the fucking pilot underneath the gas stove and their fucking hair caught on fire. I don't know. But I want you guys to let me know what you think is the reason that Beyonce is walking around town with that old fucked up bang, Chinese bang, short bang, whatever you want to call it, running across her forehead. Okay, let me know in the comments. I can't even get myself back together. Shit. Okay. Phaedra was on Ellen. This was going to be the big interview that we, finally get to find out exactly how Phaedra felt about Apollo and his case and their impending divorce. I don't know why people are so surprised that she's going to get a divorce from him. Like, I thought that was just like the natural order of things. I mean, Phaedra checked out of that shit right after the reunion. Okay, that's the last time that we saw those two, you know, posted as a united front. Like, I don't know why everybody is just like, oh, she's leaving him now and she's gonna do. I mean, we knew she was gonna leave him, right? Okay, she didn't support him in any of his legal proceedings, and she was ghost after that. So like, I need people to just kind of pay attention a little bit better. We just all knew that, at least I thought we all knew it. But anyway, she went on Ellen DeGeneres, which was a good look for her. You know, the topic that everybody wanted to hear about was, you know, what went on with Apollo. No, it's so funny when people go on these mainstream, you know, I don't want to just say white talk shows, but you know, I'm going to say it, white talk shows. And they act like half the people that's watching this black is going to believe any of the bullshit that's coming out their mouth. Okay, now, Phaedra, I mean, she has to say that she didn't know because she has to stick with her story. I mean, I don't believe that she didn't know something was going on with Apollo, because you know when it's extra money in your house. Now, whether or not you choose to address it or not, okay, that's another thing. But you know, like, I don't know where this nigga got this money. I know this is so much in our account that ain't been missing. Okay, yet he's showing up with new cars and all this. I mean, you kind of have in your mind at least some sort of idea that something is going on. So I will never believe that she says that she just didn't flat out know. She said that she was so busy, you know, getting her 5th college degree and working. She's a mother, you know, she's breastfeeding. She ain't got time to be running behind that goddamn Apollo and what the fuck he doing. Fine, Phaedra. But I don't know if anybody really believes that. I don't even think she cares. I just feel like, you know, Phaedra did put up with a lot with Apollo, and maybe some of it that she should have known considering his background. But, you know, everybody tries to give other people, you know, a second chance. Plus, you, like I always say, you just can't help who you fall in love with, okay? So it's a done deal now. It's a wrap. You know, she's a single mother, has to raise 2 boys on her own. However, I feel like Phaedra will move on to somebody else. And, you know, I just don't see it not happening for her. They're going to have I think a storyline on the Real Housewives of Atlanta this next season is going to be that she's cheating. I think Apollo's going to say something about her cheating with some guy named Chocolate. Ellen said, you know, they say his name is Chocolate. I just automatically figured in my mind that it must be a stripper. That's his stripper name. Okay, because ain't no motherfucker walking around town like, you know, Chocolate Jones. And that's his real name on his damn birth certificate. I really hope that, you know, Phaedra takes a different route on whoever she decides to get with this next time around. Now, we done did the bad boy. Okay, the fine bad boy and all of that. Let's move on to somebody that's educated and got a fucking regular job and, you know, come on home in the evenings. Don't freak with the strip bars and all of that. But we also know that Phaedra has that other side to her. Okay, even though she's very, very good at presenting the Southern belle in her. Okay, I think we all know that Phaedra has she has the other side to her, which she showed more before she came, you know, became the second mother. I mean, this mother of a second child. You know, we don't hear much about who she manages and, you know, her entertainment side, the strip clubs and all of that stuff. She kind of keeps all that hidden, but we know she got it in her. So yeah, she was on Ellen DeGeneres. She looked good, and we'll see on this next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta how they present her. Also, real fast, since we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya. Is that her name? Don't sound right all of a sudden. Yes, Kenya. It ain't Kenyatta. Yes, it's Kenya, right? Oh, what's wrong with me, y'all? But it ain't even hot. I don't know why I'm sweating. I also tickled by my daddy catching on fire underneath the damn stove. Anyway, Kenya went on ahead and accepted the challenge of Nene that on that reunion when Nene was like, I'll match whatever donation you give to whatever charity you decide. And so Kenya decided to give it to the Detroit school system. She is a descendant of Detroit, and because I was like, let me make sure I get these names of these cities together, because y'all listen, I know in my BET Awards video that I said Cleveland when I was talking about Mike Brown, but I know it's Ferguson, and everybody gonna keep on, y'all just know I hate when folks I mean, I did a video about it. Y'all know I knew, don't you? I hate when people think that I don't know something and it make me look stupid. That's a Capricorn to me. I don't like to look stupid. I know it's Mike Brown is in Ferguson. I think I was thinking Brown, Cleveland Browns, the football players at a stretch. I'm trying to come up with a reason for why I said it. I was just talking too fast. But anyway, yeah. So Kenya gave $20,000 to the Detroit school system, and now it's up to Nene to match that. And you know, I'm sure they're gonna show it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season. You know, truth be told, Kenya had to wait till she got that next payment before she went and did the damn thing. So, but whatever, she did it. She said she would, and she did. So Nene, I guess it's on you. Now, have you guys heard this song that Wiz and Future did together? It's called Pussy Overrated. They haven't come out and said that it's about their baby mamas. And the baby mamas would be Sierra and Amber Rose. However, it's mighty convenient that this song has come out during the time where Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa are going through a divorce, and Sierra and Future have decided to break off their engagement. Really, if we was to really look at this whole thing, maybe they could have done this song a long time ago. I don't think this is a song that's going to be on anybody's album. It's just one of those buzz songs that, you know, artists like to do to kind of just drop every now and then to just get some talking going on. Really, they could have done this song a long time ago, and then, you know, with the timing of everything that's going on, they decided to release it, or it was leaked, or somehow it got out. I don't really know, but it just seems kind of fucked up to me that they would have a song like this about these women, considering that they are the mother of their children. It's one thing to break up in a relationship and shit go wrong, and, you know, you be bitter or you be mad and you say whatever you want to, but when you're talking about the mother of your child, okay, and that your child one day will grow up and possibly hear this song and know that you're talking about their mother, I mean, just to me, it's just like, I don't think it's cool. I don't know if I've ever had any kind of feelings about Future or Wiz Khalifa, but this to me has kind of brought it down for me. I don't really like when people do things like this, because certain things to me just needs to not be said, okay? And when you have children involved, you have to kind of become a bigger person and just kind of let bygones be bygones. Now, I know that's not reality, and I know that's not how it always works. I know people be so mad and in their feelings about whatever would have happened. Now, we don't know if Sierra and Amber Rose did shit to them. It's two sides to a story always, okay? It's just not always just one person that's fucking it up, not normally. So we're not going to just all put it on Future and Wiz, but what we are saying is, yeah, maybe you need to pick your battles a little bit better, okay? Certain things you just need to let it go. If you're going to get the divorce, you're going to be broken up from them, you guys' engagement is off, just move the fuck on, okay? And Wiz Khalifa seems to be moving on every day. I see him with a different woman. They have him in the blogs with everybody, okay? Ain't none of them black. Let me know if you heard the song, what you think about it. If you thought it was right for them to even release something like that with everything that's going on with the four of them. Y'all, Keyshia Cole had an album come out on Tuesday of this week, and evidently it is not doing all that well. I think it was last week, actually, last Tuesday, because they got the numbers in. It only sold 25,000 copies the first week, and it debuted at number 9. I don't know what's going on with Keyshia's team, because we always enjoy a Keyshia Cole album, and I didn't hear much about it. It didn't seem like they had too much publicity going on about it. I mean, we heard more about her divorce and about the bullshit that's going on with Baby and her beating up the girl, who, by the way, just got a restraining order on her because she was just like, you know, I mean, she is definitely setting this story up to sue Keyshia Cole, saying how she has scratches and, you know, she was bruised up and her fingers are so fucked up from whatever was going on in the fight that she might not be able to ever use them like she used to. So all these things is just to set up for the, you know, for the come up, okay? And she is definitely gonna sue Keyshia Cole, and I would too, okay? When you are a celebrity and you got that kind of money, you just can't go whooping ass just, you know, willy-nilly, okay? You gotta really think about it. Even if somebody pushes you into a fight, okay, you always gotta think about your damn bottom line, okay? And whether or not you can afford this fucking fight. I think it's sad that this girl with this talent definitely has a fan base that, you know, that wants to hear from her, that she only sold 25,000. I'm telling you, I ain't heard none of her songs on the radio. The only songs that I've heard of hers have been just from me listening on different blogs. But other than that, they haven't done no publicity. They've done no PR. She hasn't been on anything. I ain't seen her on no interviews. I haven't heard from her or nothing, okay? She has legal problems right now, and it's too bad. But, y'all, if you do have her CD, let me know what you think about it, okay? And let me know if you think it's something that I need to go invest my few dollars in. I always try to support, but, yeah, y'all let me know what it sounds like, though. K. Michelle's show is going to be premiering November 3rd on VH1 called My Life. I'm glad that this show is finally here, okay, because we've been hearing about it for some years, and I don't know why Mona, I felt like Mona was putting it on the back burner, and they should have been put this shit out, but you know what, we there now, and that's neither here nor there, right? Okay, so the show is called My Life, and it is just documenting her life in New York, okay? She said her and her ass go and do whatever they want to do. It looks like it's going to be entertaining. K. Michelle is entertaining me, okay? Whether you love or hate her, okay? We just know that whatever we get from K. Michelle is going to be pure entertainment. So I will definitely watch the show. No, I'm not going to review it. I mean, it'll probably get some honorable mentions here on top of the blogs, but other than that, no, I'm not reviewing that show. Yeah, we'll get a good giggle off of it. Are you guys planning on watching the show? Did you see the trailer? They're just letting you know that it's coming, so y'all make sure. And I'm not going to review it mostly because it's going to be running the same time the Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be running. Y'all already told y'all that I'm trying to, back up off of these damn reviews. But I don't know though, maybe in November when I'm trying to find another, some videos to add every day, I might pick up something like, a K. Michelle or a few reality shows that I might throw together, but we'll see. But as of now, I don't think so, y'all. And speaking of reality shows, you guys, I finally watched the second episode of Hollywood Divas last night, and I just was like, this show, maybe the first episode was better, but I was looking at that, I was just like, yeah, it just, the whole show, obviously, with Todd and, what's the other guy's name? Carlos, what is his name? Y'all, the other one who is the producer from Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're both doing the show Hollywood Divas. And when you look at the show, you already feel like it is sort of like, on the same vein as Real Housewives of Atlanta, just on a way scaled down budget. I mean, I just was like, I don't want to put it down because I be trying to be supportive of, these new shows. And I like Todd and Candy and all that. But I was just like, the show is not good to me. Maybe if the show was better, meaning the people on the show was better, maybe I wouldn't be trying to compare and look at it. But it forces you to kind of compare to Real Housewives of Atlanta because it has a lot of the same platform. But getting to just the meat of the show, I don't like the girls. Like, I don't like them. Like, homegirl that came from Real Housewives of Atlanta, what is her name? Is it Sherry? Why can't I think of whatever her name is? I've never really liked the fact, she's always been real braggy to me. I've got all these businesses. I have 9 businesses. She's always was like that, even on the show. And that was an aspect of her that I couldn't stand. And now she's brought it on over to this show because now she has to validate why she's still so relevant, okay? And then Paula whatever her name is, Paula J, Parker, or whatever. She's always seemed a whole lot to me extra. I'm not sure if I'm believing the storyline that they got going for her. Elise Neal, now, I've never really had no problems with Elise Neal. Y'all remember when she did that dance thing and she had on a tampon and the string was hanging? I shouldn't laugh. Okay, because that shit ain't funny when shit like that go down. But I was just like, oh, I was so embarrassed for her. She had on a tampon and the string was hanging. And she had on like a leotard or something. And every time she would do a flip, because she's a dancer. Every time she would do a flip or something, the string would be hanging. I was just like, oh my God, how embarrassing. Elise Neal, she kind of seems quite diva-ish on the show. I was like, why she talk so loud? Just be screaming. Is that what y'all think about me when I be in these videos? Sometimes when I be editing, I be like, Roxanne, that bitch, if you don't bring it all the way the fuck down, what is you so fucking excited about? I don't be realizing how loud I am in this car. It's closed in and everything. I'm telling y'all, if y'all was to see me on the street and just talking, you'd be like, what the fuck? She be putting on an act or something? Because I just be so mellow. I do really be mellow, y'all. I can bring it down. I can. So, but yeah, at least be screaming. Countess, she just seems stroked it a little bit. Like, did something happen? Why then when she talk, it just be real low and slow like this? I don't know what it is with Countess. It seems like all the connections ain't there. Did something happen to her? Because I don't want to talk about her if she didn't have some sort of medical condition that we don't know about. I mean, I know about the glue and her head getting fucked up. I'm trying to wonder if some of the shit didn't seep down and did some, did some damage in the brain region. Is that wrong? I shouldn't say that, huh? And then Golden Brooks. Okay, Golden Brooks is one of those ones that I know. I didn't even think I liked her too much on Girlfriends. I loved the show. I loved her character on the show. But I always thought in the back of my mind in real life that she probably was a whole lot. And this show has definitely shown us that she's a whole lot. Okay, first of all, bitch, you was on a very successful show, but what the hell have you done since then? Okay, I mean, don't y'all get up in these comments talking about, well, she was on a BET movie of the month. You know what? I'm talking about some real shit that everybody, in the United States, and then some nationwide shit. Okay, not no fucked up BET movie of the month shit. What has she done? Okay, it's one of those classic situations when actors and actresses get bitter over the fact that they haven't been able to, been able to get the job because of whatever it is. When actors and actresses get upset, when rappers were getting a lot of the jobs, the acting jobs, they were, Samuel Jackson was going on and on about Ice Cube and all them and how they weren't trained and all that, and they were getting a job. Well, what does that say about you? I guess it doesn't necessarily say that you're not a good actor, but you know what? Maybe you just not the hot thing right now. Okay, sometimes the hot thing is what. Listen, that's how this world works. You know why so many people that sing but can't sing but are just hit makers? Shout out to Young Berg. Some people that have beautiful bomb ass voices that you just been seeing at the corner joint on the weekends, who can never get discovered. And then you got these ones that are making buku millions and millions of dollars and they don't have no damn talent. Okay, it's just all about being at the right place at the right time and what the people want at that time. Okay, so for Golden to be upset with old girl coming from Real Housewives of Atlanta because she was on a reality show and she's on the same, she's at the same place as you, bitch. You on a reality show right now. Okay, so you upset with the fact that reality show people have decided to take away from you, okay, take food off your table, let you tell it. However, you on a fucking reality show right now. Okay. So really, if the reality show people want to get mad now, they could be mad that a fucking actress is on a damn reality show and taken from them. I was just like, what is wrong with this girl? And then when they brought what's the girl's name? Regina. When Regina Hall came out, I was like, oh my God, Regina, now I like you. Please don't get on here and say nothing crazy. Because I just was not going to be able to take it if she was going to co-sign on that shit that Golden was saying. And she was, and I was very happy that Regina was just like, well, the difference is that they do a different type of job. But Regina was just like, it's there for everybody, basically. It is there for everybody. It's up to you to get the fucking job, okay? Not feeling Golden. I mean, I understand how she feels to an extent, but for her to vocalize it and then blame it on everybody else other than the fact that you just ain't been able to do it, girl, if you don't go some fucking where. She was wearing me out. And then for her to feel like, she gonna tell Countess Vaughn, that she can't get liposuction. I mean, all of this stuff maybe is stuff that needs to be said, but not from you, okay? You just meeting some damn body and yet you want to tell them how they should live their life, how they should and shouldn't do liposuction. And then it's all in the way that you say things. Not, I got control of this here. Bitch, you ain't got control of a motherfucking thing. Do you pay a bill up in this bitch? What is it that you do for me that I need to be sitting here and listening to you? Evidently, you ain't got all the answers either. We all sitting up on this motherfucking broke down Real Housewives of Atlanta, knockoff show. So, yeah, Golden, I'm gonna need her to go sit her motherfucking ass all the way down somewhere and shut the fuck up. So yeah, I don't like the show, you guys. I watched it last night and I was just like, I don't like this. I know I'm not gonna sit there with that mess. Maybe it'll get thrown in a reality show recap type video during the month of November, but from now on to sit and dedicate something to that show, hell the fuck no. But anybody out there that said that show was good, I'ma whoop your ass. Alright, you guys, that's it. We do this every week. So y'all remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and remember to come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.